Hi everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys today? I am coming to you today with a card made with the Quiet Meadow Bundle and dies. Very exciting. It's going to be a night sky kind of card and I'm really excited about it. I'm so glad you're here to watch. So we're using the Quiet Meadow stamp set. It has this really pretty set of flowers and a larger flower and then some sentiments. Any stamp set that has splatter dots I absolutely love. You have these teeny tiny flowers and then this gorgeous background that makes a fabulous collage card. We are pairing it with the matching dies, which are called the Meadow dies. And you can see there's lots of beautiful flowers here cut out. A nice label here, a teeny tiny tag, and some butterflies. This is a great bundle. I am pairing it with this die set here, these tags, which everybody needs to own these guys. They're the tailor-made tags. You get 4 different sizes stacked down, 2 different styles, and these awesome reinforcements for the little holes, which are so pretty that you can add them in a coordinating color or whatever. So let's go ahead and get started. Our color we're going to be using tonight is Misty Moonlight, and we're using the black Memento ink pad. I'm going to do a little bit of masking. So for those of you who don't know, 3M has some Post-it notes that are completely sticky. And I have punched out a circle out of this one. See, the whole sticky note is sticky. So I punched out a circle out of them. I know it's such an awesome thing, these Post-its with full stick. But I punched out a circle and I've stuck it right here on my ink pad so that I can remember that that's the color I'm going to use, obviously. And we are using this contraband blending brush. This is Stampin' Up's, but I don't have enough of the Stampin' Up ones. And before Stampin' Up carried blending brushes, I used to use them. So I have these, but I was never able to find the large-headed blending brushes. So as you can see, the Stampin' Up ones are so much better. I actually just ordered a few more of them. I'm trying to slowly get them in all the colors so that I can eliminate these puppies right here. But for right now, I don't have one in this dark blue, so we'll be using this one. So let's get started. We have a half sheet of Misty Moonlight cardstock here. We're gonna fold that in half and use our bone folder to score it. Make sure that it is even. There we go. All right, so that's our base. Let me show you the card we're making. Isn't it pretty? I had seen a card a long time ago in my, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest life. And I don't remember who made it. So if you made a card like this, please let me know, so I would be happy to put your name in the description below. But I was really inspired, and I tried to make it as best as I could remember it. I never photographed it or anything, so I don't know exactly how it was, but I know that it was silhouetted flowers against the moon. I just thought it was so beautiful. So I wanted to make something similar. So I know it's not identical, but if it is your card, I'm happy to give you credit. So anyway, we're gonna attach this layer here on top, and we're gonna use the Misty Moonlight. So before we get started with that, I'm going to take this copy paper here, and I'm gonna, on the inside of the card, we have to make it pretty too, right? So we're gonna add a butterfly in there, and I wanted to highlight that section. So we're gonna start with that first. I'm gonna put my sticky there. I'm gonna open my Misty Moonlight and pick up some of the color. We're gonna tap, get that extra off, and then we're gonna rub in the circular motion. It takes a little bit longer with this smaller brush, but we are going to use it because it's the only one I have with a dark color blue right now. All right, so that's good. let's stick our butterfly on the inside. To stick that down, I'm using my silicone mat and multi-purpose glue. So we're gonna go ahead and get that glue going and put that in here. My puppy is in here. I don't know if you can hear her, but she is huffing and puffing. I don't know why. All right. It's just one of those days that if any noise can be made, it will be happening. So that is the inside. So let's put this to the side and let's work on our piece right here. So we're gonna put our mask on, which I punched a circle out of a piece of the Post-it note that is completely sticky. And I'll place that there on the card. And now I'm going to color around it. So I'm gonna grab some blue, same, Misty Moonlight. I don't know why I closed that. We're gonna pick that up and I'm gonna tap the excess off onto my card. And then I'm gonna work on this circle and work my way around like so. And then I'm gonna pull my color down as I roll in a circular motion. I'm telling you, the larger brushes are so much better for this, but I'm using what I have. So I want to darken that, so I'm just going to come back across it. And as I do that, I'm also pulling color out like this. And I'm just trying to create this really pretty sky here. I'm going to pull down my color like this. I'm going to deposit it, use as much that's on the brush as possible. Work my way like so. Let's grab one more color. Hopefully that'll be enough. I want it pretty dark around the moon here. That looks good now. And let's pull some of that dark down here. Perfect. All right. See, the smaller brush kind of gives me these whir marks. My big one doesn't do that. I hope they come in soon. I did order them this past week, and so I'm hoping they're coming in this week here for me. All right, so that is basically my sky. I'm pretty happy with that. So let's go ahead and close this and put my little brush away because I don't want to get ink on everything. So that's getting put away. Let's go ahead and pull the sticky note off. See, there's your beautiful sky. And I'm just going to stick it right onto my ink pad. Makes it so much easier for me. And then I can find it next time when I need to use it. All right, so there's our sky. Before we attach it onto our card, we're gonna go ahead and put our flowers on there. Now, I have used the Meadow dies, and I've chosen 2 flowers from it. I chose this one right here, and this one that's next to it upside down on the card here. But these are the 2 flowers, the 2 dies that I chose. And I also wanted a butterfly, but I wanted a half butterfly. So this butterfly is the one that I cut out. So let's go ahead and glue these guys down onto my card. I'm going to use my silicone mat and move this over. We're going to put some glue on the back. You can also use our adhesive sheets when you cut out. Of course, that would have been like way smart and way faster, but I don't know why I didn't do it. I was just, when I was designing, I was just in a mood and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and I got a little busy and cut it out without thinking about putting the sheets on the back. So now we have to put adhesive. That's okay. Our liquid glue here, our multi-purpose glue, is awesome. I use it for so many things. And because I have the silicone pad, I'm not going to make a mess and get glue on everything. So that's always a plus. I'm gonna grab a reverse action tweezer. Stampin' Up doesn't sell these, but I highly recommend getting one when you're using a lot of glue or you have small pieces. It works really well, and it's a reverse action tweezer because it's closed all the time and you squeeze it to open. And the reason that that's awesome is when you grab your piece, it will hold it for you and you don't have to squeeze, you see. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this over, and I'm gonna glue my plant, my little flower here, about where I want her to be and live. And go ahead and push her down like this. And see that little end is hanging off, which is why I attached it before I attach it to my card so I can trim these little edges off. So now let's go ahead and put adhesive on the back of this piece here. Awesome. And don't mind my little dog. I don't know what's going on, why she's making noise. Probably because I'm recording for YouTube. Because if I wasn't, she'd be super quiet, right, guys? That's just the way it is. But it's okay. I love her. She's awesome. She's just a little noisy at times when I don't want her to be. So let's again grab with my tweezers here. I'm gonna pick up and flip. Move my silicone mat out of the way for right now. And we're gonna figure out where we want this flower to lay. That looks pretty good to me. And we're gonna press her down, just like that. Perfect. So now let's go ahead and attach my butterfly. Same process. This card's actually very easy to make and very pretty. I really hope that whoever was the originator to this card will let me know so that I can put it in the description below. I didn't make it identical to her. I was just inspired. But I really would love to give her credit. Okay, so there's that. Let's take our paper snips and we're going to trim the base off here, the bottom section. We're just going to flip it over and snip those two pieces off like that. Perfect. And now we can add that to our card base, and we're going to use our seal adhesive to do that. So this is our seal, and we're going to go ahead and run it like this. Perfect. And going to go ahead and put it on our base like so, trying to make all the sides, you know, as best as we can even. So let's go like that. Perfect. Okay, now comes our little tag section. Now I've cut the tags. I'll show you. I used the tiniest tag. I cut two of them. It's this one right here. I cut one out of this really beautiful paper. It's our pattern party, and it is available for free if you put in a party of $150 or more. So if you gather a couple friends and you guys all order together, that's a party. If I come and do a class for you, that's a party. So you can get it for free, and it's a huge pack of paper. One side is black and white and one side is colored. See the other side? So cute. So we're going to go ahead and stamp on our small tag here with our Memento Black. We're going to stamp Thinking of You. Hopefully I get it in the right place. Sometimes I can mess up, but we'll see. And hopefully my head's not in the camera either. So let's go ahead and stamp that down. There we go. Perfect. Yay. Sometimes things work out. I'm going to clean that. And we're going to go ahead and attach the two pieces together. So to attach them, I just held them together like this, and I figured out approximately how much I wanted to show of this other tag. And I'm going to put just a tiny bit of wet glue on this side here to help hold that other tag to it. And so we're gonna line up the little holes because we're gonna put ribbon through it and make it pretty. So let's line those up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and figure out how much I want to show. And that looks pretty good. A little bit more maybe. Yeah, like that. All right, so I'm happy with that. So now we're gonna put our ribbon through here. So I have two different kinds. This is our glittered organdy. It is so pretty, love it. I'm gonna put it through the hole, and then I'm gonna these two pieces are gonna come together, and they're a little bit long. I'm gonna have to snip them, but I'm gonna put a little bit of snail to hold it together so that I can tie just a little bit, so that I can tie my my piece on there and it won't keep opening on me. So we're just gonna hold it together like this. And then this is from the Flowers for Every Season. It has the same Misty Moonlight blue color with some white, and then it's bound with this silvery cord. It's such a pretty twine. And I'm gonna tie a little bow. So I'm just laying it down and just tying it like if I was tying my shoe. I'm gonna bring it down a little lower. Yeah, right there looks good. And I'm gonna cinch it. And once I have it cinched, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and make my loops and pull. And as you can see, I gave myself way too much, but that's okay. I'd rather have way too much than not enough. So we will make our bow and pull it tight, and I'll pull on the ends to make the loops as small as I want them to be. I kind of want them to be a little bit small and delicate. That looks awesome to me. How does it look to you guys? I hope nice. And then I'm gonna trim, grab my scissors, my paper snips. I have a set specifically for ribbon, and I have this little charm on it to remind me that they're my ribbon ones. So I'm gonna make these a little bit shorter. They're too long. Let's make another one over here, make it a little shorter, perfect. And then of course I'm gonna trim these ends off. There's too much showing. That's pretty good. All right, and so on the back, let's get this off of my space. And on the back here, I'm gonna put some dimensionals. There are little foam tabs, and I'm gonna place one over here on those two tags. I'm gonna actually add a third one down here, I guess. And so to pull the backs off of these, I use my Take Your Pick tool. I really love that for this purpose. It has this pointed end, and I'm gonna lift these pieces off the back because sometimes I have a hard time taking them off with my fingernails, and this really helps. So we're going to pull this and go ahead and line it up. That looks pretty awesome. And go ahead and place that down right there. We have our pretty twine showing, our ribbon. And the last finishing touch is the rhinestones. Let's pull those out of the package. Let's grab these itty bitties. I love them. They're so cute. These teeny tinies. And we're gonna put one here. As you can see, I'm still using my Take Your Pick tool. Put one in this blue section. And then one down here maybe. And it just gives us some little flowers. I mean, not flowers, stars in the sky around the flowers there. And that is it. That is our card. I hope you love it. I really enjoyed making it. It is a fairly simple card, not very much stamping. And I want to thank you for watching me. I am new to YouTube, so please help me out. Like, comment, share, and subscribe below. Ask your friends to subscribe too, because when you subscribe, you're going to get notifications of when I post new videos. And check out my blog. I have the link in the description below. You can go there and access PDFs and measurements and more fun projects. For a whole week, I will be focusing on this Quiet Meadow Bundle. So I hope that you'll come back and see more projects. Go to my blog and see even more. I've been blogging for over a year now, but I'm pretty new to YouTube, so that's why I need you guys to help me out and like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you watching me, and happy stamping. It's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts.